Hi there, it's Sandy Lawson, medical exercise specialist, and I'm here to bring you today a lower body stretch. If you want to do this on your carpet or on your bed or on a yoga mat, go ahead and get that ready. Just wear some comfortable clothing and we're going to address the lower half, so the quads on the front of the thighs, the hamstrings, which are in the back of the thigh, the calves, and we'll also work the ankles too, working on mobility and lengthening and stretching and of course, relaxation. So join me, go ahead and have a seat if you're not already there. Let's start with on your shins and knees bent. Breathe a moment, inhale, and exhale, release. Focusing on that diaphragmatic breathing, inhale big, and exhale, release. Shrink up the core. Now, right now you might start with already a stretch in your quadriceps, and that's perfect. Always listen to the body that you feel like a stretch is not overdoing it, like, wow, that's really tight, that's uncomfortable. You want to ease into it. So an option is if you want a pillow or a yoga block, you can place it underneath your bottom. You can place it right here so it takes the load off, just so you know you have that option. All right, so bring your knees apart so they're not touching. We're going to move through opening of the hips and stretching and lengthening of the quads. Inhale, you're gonna come up nice and tall. Exhale, settle back so your hips settle back over your heels. Stop when you start to feel that stretch of the quads. Inhale, come up tall. Exhale, settle back. Stretching and lengthening. Inhale, come up tall, opening up your hips. Exhale, settle down. You should feel that stretching and your breathing. And you might find that it gets a little easier as you continue to do this. You might be able to sit a little deeper as you continue this. Inhale, come tall. Exhale, settle back and stay here. And feel that stretch opening up. Relax your shoulders. You do maintain a neutral spine. Even though today's stretch is not focusing on the upper half, it's important to be aware of the entire body. So still stretching here. If you want to come back, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. You can walk your hands back and open up your hips some more, stretching up the quads some more. You can stay with your hands on your heels. You might be sitting tall. Again, the pillow might be right here too. It's completely up to you. But just open up through the quads. And if you are back here, your chest is open, leaning back, your eyes are up to the ceiling, opening up your hips and letting your quads stretch out. Now, if you're bearing some weight in your hands, your shoulders and chest are open up. Breathe. Enjoy that deep breathing here. And let's come back up nice and tall. And let's turn onto our side next. If you'd like a pillow under your head, you may take it there, or bend your elbow and tuck it underneath your ear. Now, settle, so hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Now, quad stretch, single leg. You're going to take the top leg, reach for your ankle. Now, if that's too hard to reach for it, you might want to get a towel to help you pull, or you might have a strap. You can wrap that around your ankle. And now you are opening up the quads more and the hips some more. But this gets your back out of the picture, so if you ever have back discomfort, this keeps your back comfortable and neutral. Deep breath in and release. So bringing your heel toward your bottom and paying attention to what your knee is doing keeping the knee in line with the middle of your hip there, okay? We're gonna work different parts of the quad here. Now, you can put a pillow between your knees if that's more comfortable. Take now the knee toward the ground and your foot toward the sky, and you should feel a different part of your thigh stretching out. More on the outer part of your quad. Breathe. And then you can come back to center again, so your heel is in line in the middle of your bottom. And then you can bring your knee high and bringing your foot a little lower, feeling more of the inner thigh, more of the inner part of the quadricep, okay? Breathe. Good, now coming back to neutral, bringing the heel in as close as you can. Now pulling the knee back. So I'm bringing my upper leg back as far as I can to open the hip as well as stretching out the quad. Now, as I'm holding my leg, that I'm not holding any strain in my neck and shoulder, so do pay attention to the hand and the arm that's holding. Breathe in and release. Good. Now, bringing the knee back to neutral. So you should feel a nice deep stretch in the middle of your thigh there. Okay, before we get to the other side, we're going to turn to our back. All right, knees are bent. Same leg that we just stretched the quad, we're going to work the hamstring a bit. Leg is up. Flex at the ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, release. Breathing as you move. So this is calf and hamstring. Moving through the ankle joint, you will feel a stretch in the calf there. Keep breathing as you go. Okay, now relax the foot. Inhale, lower the straight leg down, and then come back up nice and tall. Stop when you start to feel a stretch. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, up. These are active hamstring stretch, opening and releasing. So you might feel a little tight at first, but as you continue and incorporate that deep breathing, it should release, the core supporting you as you release and lengthen through that hamstring. Flex on the way down, point on your way up. Flex at the ankle down, point on the way up. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. Letting the whole back of the leg release, but also working some of the front of the shin too as you point and flex. 2 more. And last one. Very good. Release, let's get the other leg in. Straight leg, up and hold, point and flex. Point and flex. Breathe in and out. If you want to support, you certainly can hold your hand behind your leg. Breathe. 2 more. 1 more. And now release the foot. Inhale, lower the straight leg down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lengthening and opening through the hamstring. Breathing. Deep breathing as you go. There you go. Should feel good. Should release through the hamstring, and you might be able to make more progress, more lengthening as you continue. Now, point on the way up and flex down. Breathe. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, flex, exhale, point on the way up. 2 more. 1 more. Good. All right, so now turn on your side. I'm gonna turn around so I can still face you. We're getting the quad on the other side, the other leg. Go ahead and bring the pillow under your ear or tuck your arm underneath. Stack your hip over hip and your shoulder over shoulder. take your hand or a strap or a towel to reach for the ankle and pull back until you feel a stretch in the middle of your thigh. Shoulders relaxed, neck is relaxed. Everything should be relaxed as we stretch the lower half. Focusing on that one thigh right down the middle. And breathe. Again, you can let go and not hold in so tight, bringing the heel away from the bottom. You need to just listen to your body if it's too tight, or if you need to increase it, just bring it in as tightly as you can, heel toward your bottom, right in the middle. Okay, so point the knee down to the floor and your foot toward the ceiling, still pulling your heel in. There you go. Now you shouldn't feel any pain in the stretch, but just some releasing around the joints. So maybe a little bit around the knee, it could be on the outer side of your quad, near your hip. Breathe and relax. And now let's go back in the middle. Line up again. Breathe in and out. Now knee to the sky, foot more toward the floor. And stretching a little bit more of the inner part of the quad. Breathe and release and relax. Good, and then come back center. Hold it one more time here. Very good. And breathe, release and relax. Good. All right, now we're gonna go back on our back. And we're gonna stretch now a little bit through the glutes. Figure 4, we're going to cross ankle over the thigh. Now you can stay here and just push the knee away. If that's plenty of stretch for you, you can remain here. Or you can bring the bottom leg up toward you, hold behind the hamstring, bring the bottom leg in as the top knee comes out. For a deeper stretch into the hip, a little bit of the glute. And if you want to add on a little bit more of point and flex for ankle mobility, it's a great time to do that. Point and flex, breathe. Now what I'm doing is pushing this top knee away and the bottom leg comes in. And now I'm circling the ankle. Keep breathing. Switch directions. And relax, release the leg and switch sides. Ankle crosses over the thigh, push the knee away. Stay here, if that's good enough, stay there, it's perfect. Otherwise, bring the bottom leg in, top knee pushes away at the same time. Pull in and push out and breathe, stretching through the hip, through the glute. Point and flex that bottom leg and point and flex with that foot. Ankle mobility, point and flex, breathe, and now circle. Again, check that there's no strain as you're pushing in and pulling out in the neck and shoulders. Being on your back, switch directions is great to keep that spine neutral. Breathe, very good. All right, release and relax. Take both knees in toward your chest and stretch that low back a little bit. That feels so good. Rock a little side to side. Give yourself a little massage here. Now your ball, your knees in towards your chest is as tight as you want it. If you release it some and still rock, you can massage a little bit more in the middle of your back rather than the lower back. All right, now this I will always say is my favorite stretch. Bring your knees across to one side. And then your arms and your head turn in the opposite direction. We're stretching at the back, spinal twist, opening up through the hips. Let the knees settle. The knees don't have to go all the way to the floor. Just listen to the body. They can be up toward the ceiling a little bit, and they head down to the floor as your body relents and lets go. Just breathe. Good. If you want to increase the stretch, you can extend the top leg. You can also put a little pressure down of your hand down on the leg to help open up.
Deep breath in and out. Good. All right. Bend both knees if they're not already there. Come back to middle. Good. All right, let's prepare for the other side and let the knees drift down. And let your arms reach and your head turn in the opposite direction. Deep breathing here. Scan the body, check that there's no tension in neck, shoulders. There's a gentle stretching through your back and hips. You can extend the top leg if you'd like. Place the hand down on the top of the leg for a little bit of resistance to help you open up. But again, listen to the body, not working through pain, working through a lengthening and releasing, but just take it step by step. Deep breath in and release. Good. And now bend both knees if you're not already there and come back to center. Hug the knees into chest and we're rocking up. So inhale, exhale, rock up. And let's now come to seated position. Bottoms of the feet together and the knees come out, stretching through the inner thighs, shoulders relaxed. Knees down toward the ground, the feet are in as close to your body as possible. Inhale and exhale. Sitting neutral in the spine. Deep breathing. Very nice, opening up through those inner thighs, feels so good. And now we're going to go to address the hamstrings and the calves just a little bit more in down dog position. So release, let your knees come up and turn onto your hands and knees next. Prepare here and make sure your wrist is directly underneath the shoulders. Come back to plank. Inhale, exhale, hips are high and heels to the ground. And pay attention to your calves, that you're aiming your heels down to the ground. And pedal now, heel down, heel down. Check that there's no strain and load in your shoulders and neck. Your ears are between your elbows as you pedal it out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now both heels to the ground. Breathe, hold. Keep breathing here. Hips are high. As your heels come down to the ground, stretching through the backs of the legs. Deep breathing so your core is engaged. Inhale, exhale, eyes forward, rock to plank. Shoulders in line over the wrist. Inhale, exhale, settle the knees down and rock back to child's pose. Your head can come down to the mat, arms are long. Your tailbone aiming back between your heels. Letting your low back release here. The whole spine is relaxed. Shoulders, neck, it's covering everything here. Breathe in, exhale, eyes up, chest up, rock to hands and knees, and come to seated position. Cross the legs. To conclude, let's breathe. Fan the arms up, inhale up. Exhale, bring down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And breathe out. One more time, inhale. And exhale, palms together and hands to heart, settle the shoulders. Thank you for joining me in this stretch of the lower body today.
I hope you have a wonderful day. Please comment below, let me know when you completed this workout, this stretch, and tell me how you're feeling. And please, please enjoy the rest of your day. I'm here to serve and to help and to work out with you in your journey. I'm honored to do so. Have a good one.